Yeah, what up, Tyson? Yeah, it was okay, man. It was a good vacation. I didn't expect to be here tonight. But guys didn't have anybody to cover, so I'm here. But it was all right, man. It was hot. I'll say that it was hot. But Dollywood, Gatlinburg, or we didn't go to Gatlinburg, but Pigeon Forge, Sevierville. It was nice, and then obviously I ended up going to see my parents. That was really nice. Hey, how's it going, Jay? Good seeing you too, man. I'm doing well. Hope likewise for yourself. Yeah, like I said, I didn't think I was going to be here tonight, so I know I told you guys last time I was with you that I was going to see you for a little bit, but I got back into town a little earlier than I thought we might, so afforded me some time to come in and get this done tonight. Duval in the building. What's up, Chad? Hey, if by chance I am not on when the break. Okay, got you, Chris. Got you. Yeah, I'm back for this week, and then I'll be gone for a few more after. No, surgery is Tuesday. Surgery is Tuesday. Yeah, no problem, Chris. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Another one. I go back to work tomorrow for a day, then I go see the doctor after work, and then as of now, 4:15 Central Time, I'll be under the knife again. So not looking forward to it, but tit is what tit is. Got to get right somehow, some way. Welcome everybody. Give it a couple more minutes here, and then we'll get into some things. I do have the 6 mini closed out that carried over from Thursday night. Authentic with 4 spots remaining, as well as the 3 full size. The breaks I'm talking about now are on the website for available in both those. And then the Mega Authentic has 10 remaining. bs-collectibles.com for those. We did have a Facebook pre-fill. It was the Speed Flex with some shitty trade piece. It's some Dallas Cowboy garbage. I'll say it nicely. That CD Lamb, custom painted. If that's what you're into, it's up there. I have 5 spots remaining there. Looking for a couple payments. Gonzo Show, Tractor Man. Thank you, JA. I'm sure it will. It's just, man, every time I keep taking a couple steps forward, I take one or two back, and I just want to start gaining traction forward. Just get past all this shit and just move on. But soon to be, hopefully. But I do appreciate the sentiment for sure. Um, but like I was saying, Gonzo Show, Tractor, haven't seen payments yet. Tractor, I know typically you like to wait until we close up or get close to closing anyway. So I'll get into that Facebook pre-fill after we run some of these website breaks. For those who don't know, I've been some new names coming through. I'm Jake, typically the Sunday night breaker. Was off last week on vacation, but back at it tonight before I go on another vacation. But yeah, we got the same lineup we always do. Speed Flex on the Facebook pre-fill. Mega authentic, 3 full size and 6 mini off the website. If you're not familiar with our website, we have those upcoming hits. Go check those out. That is not all of those on return breaks, but as we show them and as we go through them, they are put into boxes. So that's how that works. But at least you'll get an idea on what's out there and maybe what teams to grab. Anything else that nobody cares about? I don't think so. Trade pieces are up there. I didn't even look. Let me do that real quick. I got the CD. I got Jerry Rice on the salute to service with that visor for the Mega Authentic. Some shitty Bears dude. Luther Burden. Never heard of him. On a Hydro. Michael Irvin and Brian Thomas Jr., the 2 rep trades. And then the 4 minis are Drake London, David Montgomery, Zay Flowers, and Xavier Worthy. If that doesn't get you Jones and all in your bones, and I can't help you differently. So those are the trade pieces tonight. We offer trades on all of our breaks now, so obviously it behooves you to be here in the chat while we're live. If not, at the end of the show, we'll also... No, nothing yet, Dan. But at the end of the show, we'll offer another trade opportunity at the end. So let's just get into some stuff. Like I said, the only thing I have currently filled is the 6 mini. Let me show it to you guys. The nanny cam, I don't know if they've had... I've been out for a week plus now, so I don't know if the nanny cam took a shit, but I can't get it to work. So that little hit cam that I hate using is going to be the... by default nanny cam tonight. So you'll see that. Appreciate you, Dan. Thank you. Feels good to be back, man, for sure. Vacation never long enough. But yeah, you know me. I love being here too. So let's get into some stuff. Window capture on. Here is the 6 mini, ladies and gentlemen, and all in between. Again, we use random.org for everything. 7 times we randomize for names, players, teams, whatever the case. You'll see that as we go through tonight. But we are. Again, this is the one that carried over from Thursday. I have my players, my claim teams, my 16 unwanteds. We'll bring them over and randomize them over here. Seven times. Let's bring the 16 unclaimed back to our spreadsheet here. And now at this point, I will read roll call. Brian G leads us off in this familiar one-hole with the Packers, Falcons, Witt, Lions, Saints, Chad, Duval's finest, Panthers, Browns, ANC of the Fighting Chongs, Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, Colts, Evangelina, bless her heart, always a pleasure, Eagles and Ravens, 2 birds of a feather there for you, Evangelina. Witt back with the Bills, Cardinals, and C, Dolphins, Rams, Richard C of the Fighting Chongs, Bucks, Chiefs, Niners, Jets, Steelers, Giants, Cowboys, Titans, Commanders, Seahawks, and Bengals, Vikings. And in between Richard there, the third of the, not third as in importance, but third as in mention tonight, of the Fighting Chongs, Brandon C grabs Texans and Jags. That anyway. All right. Let's go get ourselves 6 boxes at this point. 30 minis, 30 reps, 10 authentics, 10 mega authentics, and 5 flexes built this evening. We are going with 6 of the 30 minis to start the night. I'll put another 6 mini on the website, guys, after this. So stay tuned for that. If you're a mini fan, there will be another one going on to the website after we break this one. 7 times, once again, my 6 box numbers in order of randomize. I have 9-1-23, 28-16-13. All right, and obviously that matters because of how we offer the trades. Let's get those box numbers out of here. 1, 9, 13, 16. 23, 28. All right. Once I have that established, I'll bring myself back on camera and I will go retrieve box numbers at this point. Let's make sure I got all the right numbers here. 1, 9, 23, 16, 13, 28. All good. Let's do them in this order. 13 is the last. 16. 9 is first. 23. 1. 28 and 9 in that order. So this should be 1, correct? All right, here we go. Again, if you're in the chat, you're going to have the opportunity for trades. If you're here, let me know so I can wait for you, or I give it about 10, 15 seconds for at least to acknowledge the fact that you're in the room. If you're in the room, we're going to wait for you. If not, we'll just, again, offer those trades at the end of the night. Okay, thank you, Jay. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. Box 9 sets off this 6 mini, guys. Good luck. For the Washington Command Skins, on a salute to service, former D-end great Mr. Ryan Kerrigan. Ryan Kerrigan of the Washington Command Skins. Who's got them bad boys? I think it was Richard C., if I remember correctly, which is most likely not the case. But I think I do recall. Yeah, Richard. Commanders, Ryan Kerrigan, salute to service. David Montgomery, Drake London, Zay Flowers, or Xavier Worthy. What's up, Evangelina? How are you? I was giving you a little shout as I was on here live. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Richard's typically not here, so I'm going to pencil him in with the Ryan Kerrigan. STS leads off the night. Kerrigan to Richard C. We go to box 1. Box 1 for the Denver Broncos on a slate that is QB1, Mr. Bo Nix. Bo Nix, Denver Broncos. Broncos going to and C. And Bo Nix to you. Again, another one not typically. Evangelina, it was the Ravens. Eagles, Ravens to you. And Bo Nix, slate. I'll pencil you in. Again, the Chong's not typically here with the, or in the chat. So we'll have to see if they come back in at all. All right. Bo Nix, slate. That's only our second mini there. All right. Forgot to take medicine. That's going to cost me. Let me get my spreadsheet up again. Sorry. What the hell is going on? Box 23. Fighting C-words from Dallas as an Eagles fan. If you don't know, I ain't got nothing for him. On a rave, that is kicker Brandon Aubrey. I was told we can't have Brandon Graham Eagles helmets anymore, but Brandon Aubrey Cowboys. Let's go fucking nuts about that. Richard C. Cowboys. I'm kidding, it's a cowboy. And I'm hating because they eliminated one of my Eagles. Cowboys, Titans to Richard C. Brandon Aubrey Rave. Nice hit. To Richard C. with his Cowboys claim. We move on to box 28. 28 here. Good luck again. For the Brownies, Cleveland. Defensive, kind of good player if you're into good players. That's Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett, Cleveland Browns. Going to Chad B. Duval's finest. Panthers, Brownies in the rando, Chad. I'm assuming that's a trade out for David Montgomery. I'll just pencil Chad in for David Montgomery. Browns flash to you, sir, Chad. I assume that's a keep. Brian, I know, man. It is, I guess. I mean, Brandon Aubrey's better than Brandon Graham, isn't he? I don't know. Box 16. For the New York Football Jets. 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 Second year, coming into his second year, running back, Mr. Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen, former Wisconsin Badger. On that beautiful Jets lid. The Jets going to Richard C. as well. Richard, Niners, Jets, Braylon Allen. And I got one remaining here. It is box 13. Is that correct? Yes, it is. All right, box 13. Here we go. For the Atlanta Falcons on a slate, Devontae Freeman, former Florida State Seminole, former Atlanta Falcon fantasy football great. Devontae Freeman slate Falcons. Up top, Brian G. Packers Falcons, Brian. The choice is yours. Freeman, Montgomery, Drake London, Zay Flowers, or Xavier Worthy. To you, sir. Brian, I know you're there because you just chimed in. So that being said, I'm going to throw another mini on the website. It's going to be break 580. 580. Yeah, no, you're good, Brian. I was just acknowledging the fact that you were there, and I knew that. So, yeah, you're good. Bo Nix, Myles Garrett, the two highlighted hits there. I assume they're upcoming hits. I don't know. All right, that 6 mini is going on now. Should be there. Looks like I have. Well, isn't that a daisy? What up, Tractor? Gorilla Radio. Turn that shit up. Yeah. It's on there now, ladies and gentlemen. Worthy to Brian G. Freeman joins Falcon Great Drake London. Worthy off the meat rack. Freeman joins. There they are. There, Xavier Worthy to you, Brian G. Chiefs wideout. That wraps it up, guys. Thank you for getting that 6 mini done. There they are. All right, what else is going on? Now, I do have a purchase in the full-size Speed Flex Fred. I have 5 remaining with a couple payments out there to be had yet. Gonzo Tractor. I can show you guys right now as I catch up to some of the other purchases. I have 5 spots remaining at 80 per. Evangelina, it's okay. Tuesday's my surgery, so nothing's changed there. I go see the doctor tomorrow for a little. He's getting back into the country. He was out of the country, so I'll see him tomorrow afternoon, and then my surgery is Tuesday afternoon. It's a bitch, man. I keep hitting it, and it's a broken arm. So when you keep bumping it, every single time it feels like it's not good. That's all. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting it taken care of, and hopefully, like I mentioned earlier before you got on, just start moving forward and getting better about this because it's growing old. All right, got a couple claims here. I have Fred with the Bucks. Thank you, Fred. And I have Los with the Bills. Thank you, Carlos. Bill's already gone. Sorry. Herman's got. David H. has the Bills already. Sorry, Carlos. Herman's got the Bills already. Really? That sounds painful too. And I don't really have a cast on. I have a soft cast, and it doesn't really. And then I just have this over the top of it for extra-ish padding. But man, it just doesn't feel good. We'll see. But I just really, really want to get through this shit. Honestly, that's all I can say. No, Carlos, you're good. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate you. And I did get it, Fred. Appreciate you. On your Bucks claim, you're good to go. So 4 remain there. Chargers for Carlos. Appreciate you jumping back in. That leaves 3 to go there. Yeah, Dan, I'm gonna have more time off. I hopefully I'm talking about my real job. I'm not talking about BS collectibles, but as a tool and die maker, man, I can't do anything without my hands, arms, whatever. So hopefully they give me some more time off to recoup and just get better, so I don't break it again. That would be good for me, but we'll see how it all plays out. But I'll have at least a couple weeks off here. I'm sure, at least two, and then we'll see where that goes and how I'm feeling and stuff thereafter. All right, I'm gonna go to the other breaks and check up on the website so I can start filling that in. 3 spots on that speed flex yet. All right, let's see what I have. I do have a few purchases. I also have some authentic purchases. Looks like I got Chop with the Bengals. Thank you, John. And also Johnny 5 grabbed the Bucks. So I should only have a couple left in that authentic BOGO off the website. So thank you guys for that. Both Johnny 5 and John Chop. And I do have Tyson jumping in on the 3 full size. Now you're good, Gonzo. What up? What is up? Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Tyson with the Chargers in the 3 full size. Gets us down to 3 remaining there. And then I have some 6 mini. I do have some 6 mini live fill spots taken as well. Setting that thing off. It's going to be Chop with the Packers. Thank you, John. Chad went with the Bills on that 6 mini. And then I have Evangelina as well. So I got 3 spots taken off the rip on that 6 mini. Evangelina grabs the birds. Look at that. Good luck on those birds, Evangelina. I'm due some bird love. I haven't gotten a lot of bird hits, so hopefully that's those things are coming for you. I do have Brian G as well with the Lions in the 6 minute. Thank you, Brian. That was. Man. Yeah. All right, so 2 left in the authentic. Excuse me. 3 in the full size BOGO. 10 in the mega authentic. Yeah, let's go. Let's go get it. You are a well-deserved soul, Evangeline. I can guarantee you that. So, if there's a will, there's a way. Let's get it done. Let's get. All right, thank you, Tractor. I'll check into that one, see who we got. Next victim is the Tractor. Authentic piece going Giants. Los Gigantes de Nueva York. Thank you, Jason. Man, I was driving through Nashville. I didn't realize the Titans already putting up a stadium. So I was in the Army down there in the late 90s when they built that stadium. It just seems crazy. A stadium can't last 30 years now. We got to get a new stadium. I was shocked by that, but maybe I shouldn't be. I don't want to sell me. Yeah, that's nuts, man. So, 4 opportunities on the website, bs-collectibles.com. And then this Facebook Speed Flex. I know it's crazy to me, but yeah, I hear you. I guess way gone are the days of Wrigley's and Fenway's and even New York, the Yankee Stadium. They got rid of it, obviously. Shea Stadium. I mean, it's constant, I guess now, but there's something to the history of things, the nostalgia of things, but I guess people aren't that way these days. They just want the latest, greatest, and if you can't get it, they'll move somewhere else where they can. Yeah, the Packers, Dodgers, Chavez Ravine, or whatever, Fenway. That too. You're right, Dan. Not only is it sad, but I mean, some of the shit they do with the renovations, like they did one at Soldier Field in Chicago, that was a waste of money. It was still a shithole. I guess like Miller Park, even in Milwaukee. I mean, that opened in like 2000 ish or somewhere in there. You're telling me they're going to be getting a new stadium soon? That's just crazy. Oh, Fenway was redone. Oh yeah, they did. They did some renovations to Wrigley. I mean, they've made changes, different scoreboards, and it's not OG original, I guess. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. Okay, Chris thinks he closed the authentic. That would be a good thing for all of us. And indeed, Chris did. Chris closed the authentic with the Rams. Authentic coming out next. Perfect. Appreciate you, Chris, and all involved. Here it is. It's on your screen. Website authentic. The trade is that Chicago Bear dude I never heard of. Who is it? Luther Burden? Let me look up Luther, whatever the hell his name is. Luther Burden III out of Missouri. Well, good for Luther. He's on a hydro, and he's our trade piece. So there we go. Luther has accomplished something in his career. Got you, Keith. Absolutely. Thank you. That's down to 2 remaining now in the flex. Thanks, Keith. Yeah, he's a rookie wideout. But to me, it's, yeah. I'm not trying to hate on Luther Burden. I don't know him. So that's all. It's a me thing, not a Luther thing. I don't get excited for Luther, is all I'm saying. But I'm an old, curmudgeon-y, cranky, old man. Wit in the 6 mini went with the Cowboys. Thank you, Wit. All right, let's get into that authentic here. I just want to get Wit in here with the Cowboys. Thank you, Wit. All right, we're good to go. Let's run it. It's there in front of you. Players claim teams unclaimed to the randomizer. Why do I have 45 randomizers open? Couldn't tell you. Why does it keep doing that? Well, never mind you then. I'll do it that way. Seven times the unwanteds. And we read them. I got ANC leading us off 3-timing. Steelers, Browns, Broncos, Cardinals, Dolphins, Titans. Brian G, Falcons, Jets. Brandon C, Raiders, Cowboys, Niners, Chargers. David H, Vikings, Bills. Ryan S, Texans, Lions. Richard H, Saints, Bears. Wit, Eagles, Jags. Chris P, Chiefs, Colts. Carlos, Packers, Panthers. Chop, Bengals, Patriots. Johnny 5, Bucks, Seahawks. Tractor Man, Giants, Ravens. And Chris closed here. Rams, Command Skins. Let's go get one of the 10 I have. After 7, I got Alpha 3. Alpha 3 is the box number. Get it out of inventory. I'm back on camera. And I'm going to get it. Alpha 3. Alpha 3. Max height. Again, mega authentic on the website. Trade piece is that Rice salute to service. Stinky CD Lamb is the trade piece on the flex. There's Luther Burden, the third or whatever he is, on that Hydro Bears. And we go. I thought that was Emery Moorhead, number 87 tight end back in the day. If you know, you know. All right, good luck, everybody. Tractor Man always shouting out. Dale Earnhardt, number 3. Alpha 3 brings us For the Los Angeles Chargers. Seen a bunch of this dude lately. On a rave. Authentic. Beautiful piece. That is Mr. Ladd McConkey. Ladd McConkey. Chargers. Rave. Authentic. Chargers going to Brandon C. Brandon. Niners. Chargers. Ladd McConkey or Luther. Luther Vandross or Ladd McConkey. Brandon, the choice is yours. Niners, Chargers in the randomizer. A rando team hits McConkey. Rave. I'm going to put it in there for you, Brandon. And then we'll see if you jump back on or get into the chat at all. We can trade that one out for you if you want. But McConkey Rave at this point. The new guy, he's Patrick Queen. It's been Patrick Queen, Deion Sanders, Ricky Williams, and it is now Ladd McConkey. Our first exciting Whoite to be chained in the basement. Ladd McConkey. Luther Burden goes back to the meat rack. As he should. But it is a hydro. It is a rookie wideout. So if Brandon is interested in trading for it, it is up there for you, sir. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Lots of Chargers, man. McConkey. I pull a lot of Herbie, so yeah. All right, let's get into some other breaks, payments, and whatnots. Checking the old website, see where we're at with those. Still 3 spots remaining in the reps. 6 mini in Mega Authentic. 10 spots plus remaining on both of those. Here in front of you is the Speed Flex with 2 spots remaining in this Speed Flex via the Facebook. So I'll be checking payments here from Tractor Thompson and Keith B. Clayman. Just 2 spots remain here. Vikings Flex for Johnny 5. Thank you, Johnny. Vikes done. There's one left. Need a closer in the flex. Carlos, I got your payment on the Chargers. Fred, I got yours. I think I already told you on the Bucks. Yeah. They lower down the helmet. Sign the helmet. Or it gets the hose. Well played, Dan. Well played. All right, Tractor. Thank you. I got you-ish, maybe. Yeah, you just sent Johnny 5. I got you as well. Thank you for that. Keith, you're usually on QP. The old reliable PP. There he is. They don't call him Johnny 5 for no reason. If he does you twice, he gives you all 5. You're good, Gonzo. And then Keith, I haven't seen you yet. I think you're. I If I remember right, you're definitely QP. But just one spot here remaining. And then, again, the ones on the website we still have to play with. We got to do 3 full size, 6 mini, mega authentic. I can set up another authentic. Might as well. Why the hell not, I guess. That way you guys can grab teams as wanted, as needed. If it carries over, in all likelihood it will. But those who want to get vested in there can and should. All right, authentic is or should be up there now as well. Yeah, so we're back to having those 4 on the website: authentic, mega authentic, 3 full size rep, and 6 mini. That's where it is and where it's gonna be. In front of you on the screen, that is the Speed Flex from Facebook that we shut down there, and we are working it here in the chat. So if you want to close the Speed Flex break, that last spot, 80th spot, 1 spot remains. CD Lamb, trade piece, Cowboys, custom painted. I don't know if I mentioned it, but all 5 flexes that we have in boxes tonight are of custom variety. So you won't see just it's not generic, because, again, I prefer it because I'm old as hell and curmudgeon-y and all that other shit. I just like the Speed Flex, but these are the custom painted, drips, ripped, whatever the case. I don't know what they are, but they are of custom ilk. So there's that. Keith, I did get your payment on the Raiders. Thank you, sir. Some of them are kind of like a third grader. Did them likewise land. I'm not sure I'm smart enough to decipher what that means. Oh, there you go. Tractor Man, I got you. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the customs. I mean, yeah, it's all to each their own. I like them if you like them. I'll say that. I like him if you like him. I remember like Dave Schaus used to always say when he was I still talk to him occasionally, but not as much. But he always liked the OG what they wore on the field thing, and that's kind of where I lay with it. But I mean, these custom painteds are huge in the industry right now. So with respect to that, I mean, we have to offer. I mean, we'd be ignorant not to, obviously, but yeah, there's some. I don't know if it's even the paint job. I think the paint job is good. I just don't know if the I don't know if you call them they're not decals or the actual what they are painting on them. I guess right. Yeah, I mean they're not my favorite pieces, but there's somebody out there who loves that stuff. So, but I agree. I'm trying to be nice and still, and that's not with you, trailer. That's with these painted helmets. Um, there's a learning curve with some of this. I'll say that. Yeah, I don't think it's freehand paint, obviously for sure. I don't know that. I can't even say that. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about because I can't paint my nails. I tried, but I can't. But I can't paint anything. So who am I to say? Right. Exactly, tractor. Exactly. But I do like hearing that feedback because that matters to us. Like we don't want to just get a bunch of helmets painted in ways that we're painting them currently. Us thinking that you guys think they are cool and they're not, and thus we're not moving them. So it's very important that you guys communicate that with us, and maybe you have, and I'm not aware of it. That's the first I've heard any criticism of the custom painted helmets we're offering. But honest to God, I appreciate it personally, and I know Jeff Spencer, all involved, appreciate that as well. Yeah, some missed the spot. I think. I agree with that, and it's the design more than the painting itself. If that makes sense, the design sometimes is questionable. I think, but no, don't. Hey, Gonzo, I know you, man. You're out there doing things. I know you're probably cooking out, swimming, drinking, doing all the things that I wish I could be doing right now. But yeah, I hope you're good, man. There you go, Salado. I mean, keep it real. That's good to know. Honestly, that is good to know. Yeah, the rips are my favorite of the customs. The drips are okay, but I happen to agree that I mean I'm not gonna sit up here and critique because I couldn't do it for anything, but it's I've always I think you guys know I've always it's not like I'm critiquing just our custom painted helmets, which I'm trying to tread lightly here, but um, it's a big part of the industry now, so we're getting involved and we're trying to do our best with them for sure. Yeah, some chromes are really nice, Dan. Very true. I don't mind some of the hydro stuff. Um, yeah, like the one we got up there, the CD. What is he doing? He's giving his first. I'm just looking. I know I'm not on camera. I'm just looking. The CD over the top, wide receiver on the back. Like, I don't know why we had to say wide receiver on it, but maybe the first down symbol he does. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you like that, then that's gonna be your shit. That absolutely is. Yeah, it's an interesting, like, that whole custom game. And again, it sounds like I'm hating on it. I just, for me, I've seen, like, I think Spencer showed me a Saquon rip, man. It was like the slickest helmet I've ever seen. It was so nice. Yeah, Eric, we've had conversations. We've had conversations about that, but that's just the way they divvy them up. So there ain't nothing in my world that I can do about that. I know they tried to really push him over there. We tried doing our own Friday flex thing over here with big names and big lids and whatever. We just couldn't get, people into it. Not enough anyway. It's hard spending that kind of money divided up between 5 to 10 people, 10 people at the most. Your customer base is going to run dry quick, and the point of unveiling and doing that Friday night flex thing in its own day, night, whatever, was to get other people, other customers involved, and try to make it like a Flex Friday specific thing. But we just couldn't attract the people. Um, but yes, even some of those lids were kind of. I know they had a Peyton Manning. That was kind of weird. Had like the goat on it, and he's never like he's not. He's never considered the goat by anybody, and it was that was the smeared one. They were trying to do. There's been some slick ones too. Like, I think there was a Namath ripped one, which was stupid. There was a Jay Jetta one that was really nice. There's been a lot of nice ones. So that, who am I to say? No action on the website. No nothing anywhere. We've got 6 minis down. We did an authentic as well. So we still have mega authentic. Everything else I posted live fills of the 6 mini and um, the authentic. Yeah, it's just hard, Tractor, to maintain that, because you got to think Speed Flex. They're not making just filler Speed Flexes typically. We're making upper echelon players. So to keep that price range, it's very difficult. So yeah, that's part of the formula that is difficult to find a good solid format. I guess we just never found it. But then you see there's other people on TikTok or whatnot or wherever, and they're charging $120 a spot. Yet they're going, and their people are buying them, and they're moving lids, and they buy those lids. A lot of those guys on TikTok, they buy them from Fire Factory or whoever, and that is not whoever. That's us. Fire Factory is BS Collectibles. So I mean, there's people out there that like the product, and we're moving the product. Um, I would say they get the higher echelon, which is the upper echelon um, flexes, because they want to keep selling them flexes, so they give them our tippity tops. But we've had Mahomes and Brady and Manning and Favre and Roger. We've had all those guys here, so it's not like we haven't had them here. Yeah, that it is, Dan. 100%, it is. Are we looking to open any boxes tonight? Speed Flex in front of you. It's one spot left at 80. It's what we're waiting on, if anything. I gotta go out and get my VIN number for my wife. Oh, Ravens to Joe. All right, Joe. I'll go get that from my wife after that break then. Joe, appreciate you. Ravens. And that is closed. Thank you, Joe. All involved. Appreciate you. Just waiting on Joe's payment. I think he's typically QP. All right, real quick while Joe's sending over, I'm gonna run and get that VIN. I'm just trying to set up an account. My wife needs my VIN number, so let me do that. All right, thank you, Joe. We're good to go. Thank you, Joe. All right, let's do it. Speed Flex in the building. CD Lamb or whatever box number we get. But here I go with the players, claim teams, unclaimed to the randomizer. Seven times. There it is. All right, let's read them. I got Gonzo's show leading off the efforts tonight. Eagles, Seahawks. Go get them, Gonzo. Let's do it. Fred L, Bucks, Rams. Tim K, Niners, Jags. Brian G, Broncos, Steelers. Fred L, back, Patriots, Giants. Carlos, Chargers, Browns. Joe, Packers, Commanders. Lions, Texans. Fred L, Colts, Falcons. David H, Bills, Cowboys. Tractor, Chiefs, Saints. Keith B, Raiders, Titans. Witt, Dolphins, Cardinals. Johnny 5, Vikings, Jets. Joe back with the Ravens, Bears. And Fred L, Bengals, Panthers. Let's go get one of the 5 I have. Again, all of these to be custom. And we go 7 times. F4. F4 after 7. F4 after 7. I'm back on camera. I'm going to get it. F4 or the CD scam. F4 here. F4. If it's the name on the box, it's going to be pretty nice, but I don't know if it's the name on the box, so I'll leave that out of there. Well, it's not. It's a Falcon, so it's not. And it is, speaking of the basement, fella, for the Atlanta Falcons on a drip, head coach Colorado Buffaloes still getting helmets out of the basement, possibly. Deion Sanders, the aforementioned Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders drip Falcons. Who that is? Justin Tucker. Ah, that would have been great. That would have been funny. Falcons unclaimed going to Fred L. Fred. Colts, Falcons. Fred. Not very often is a flex going to go to a rando team, or maybe it does more so than often. I guess I don't know. But you can have the Deion drip or the CD custom painted thing. Just so you guys know, he is a wide receiver. Fred, choice is yours. You like Luther Burden? I mean, it's a hydro. It's a nice lid. It's a nice. I just. Luther. And it's out of my ignorance. I don't know who Luther Burden. Now that I look him up from Mizzou, I remember him, but he doesn't do anything for me personally. That's all. No, you're good. It's painted because you can feel the rise. You can feel the raise in the drip. I'm guessing it's painted. I mean, I don't know. All right, Fred's going to take a second on his decision. And C is in the building doing some things and grabs 3 mini spots. Broncos, Dolphins, Steelers to Ann. Thank you, Ann. That gets us to about halfway home or just past on the 6 mini live fill on the website. Thank you for that. All right, Fred, good for you. CD back to the meat rack where that filthy animal deserves and belongs to be. Belongs to be, or should be, or belongs to be. Interesting choice of commentary there. Belongs to be, where he belongs anyway. CD. Fred L takes home the Dion drip. Speed flex. There's no possible chance in hell I'm getting that back in the bag with my arm situation. So he's going back in like that. There you go. Johnny Five's making maneuvers. He's trying to put in some work here. Gotta appreciate Johnny Five. Yeah, so we are halfway home on the hell is this? I am not a robot. I don't know why I had to answer that. Oh, Joseph M's trying to trade. Sorry. I thought that was Johnny Five. Johnny Five was up above with a Taylor drip. That was painted, but it all was a border. Just curious. I don't. I guess I'm not smart enough to be able to tell you different. If you touch the lid, it's the white part is raised over the red part. So I don't know. All right, John, I'm trying, man. You had one job, stupid. Hey, attention. I like the Eddie Lacy used cheeseburger wrapper. Very impressive. A Ryan Braun drug test. A Ryan Braun signed accusation to the FedEx delivery guy. Dirk used cleats. Do basketball players use cleats, or are they just basketball shoes at that point? Chop chop. Actually, chop chop for chop chop. Look at that. Gotcha. The Nowitzki Bay, but I could get you a tractor trailer shoe. That was a cool trade for the Bucks. What a return. R.I.P. to tractor, obviously. The OG tractor trailer, that is. So on the website we have 3 full size. We haven't done any reps tonight. What's the deal with the reps? Nobody likes reps anymore. Haven't run any of those. Halfway home on the 6 mini. That's a live fill. We did go through 6 of those. What else we got cooking? An authentic with no spots taken. An Uncle Belt tea. Let's see it. Oh, did they get rid of it? That's some bullshit, man. It is no longer in the drawers. They got rid of it? Dude, that's messed up, dude. Or maybe somebody needed it. Maybe it went to its rightful owner, Riblet. Of course, Chop would understand and realize and recognize what Pac-Man Jones's junk looked like in a uniform. I think that's more of a Chop problem than an Adam Pac-Man Jones problem. Not that I ever noticed, but I guess my groin staring days of watching football have yet to come. Maybe at some point that'll interest me. Sooner than later, possibly. Well, Popeye Jones. Yeah, he's not a good looking dude. This is not a good looking dude. His son plays professional hockey. I think he said Pac-Man Jones. Look, it looks. I mean that's actually a scary looking dude, man. I had to put that up there. That's real. Dan, shut your hole, Wang Chung. Popeye Jones, not a good looking fella. Not the best looking of fellas. Oh, Cassell versus Popeye Jones. Now we are straight getting in an alienhood realm of everything. Them's some ugly sons of bitches. All right, let's see what, if anything. And bought a. Yeah, that's not a good look, Evangelina. I mean, let's be honest. Saw him on water polo. Yeesh. And jumped in. Oops, that's not what I'm trying to do. Authentic. She grabs the Broncos. Well, it's 7:22. It's early, but I don't know what to do, man. Nobody wants to buy flexes. I'm going to take the flexes off. I'll bring them over to the chat. Last three at 65. I'm just going to do that. I just want to open something at some point. So let me get rid of those on the website. Last three coming over at 65 each. It is going to try to fill this. I will not put another full size up there since we can't get this one. Who is Mr. Las Vegas? I don't even know who that is. Oh, last. That's supposed to be 3 spots. You get it. And that's the one in front of you guys. Tyson's Chargers was the last claim I had. Oh, okay. Let me look up Wayne. This ain't gonna be good. Wayne Newton. Oh God. Holy plastic face. He looks like a slightly heavier Nancy Pelosi. Dude, why would you? I guess people do that because they think that it's gonna go well, but man, that's scary, man. Man, he looks like shit. Good call, John. That's not a good look. Yeah, no bueno. Mr. Las Vegas on the struggle bus. Last 3 spots. Yeah, John. Yeah, if you're the ass end of a donkey, you have a pretty good chance of beating them in a beauty contest. Well, if nobody wants to do anything, I guess I can call it an early night, which is good by me, man. Like I said, I got one day left before surgery. I still have to work tomorrow. Um, Last 3 spots in the 3 full size BOGO, I guess, was our best chance. Mega Authentic a mile away. Halfway home on the 6 mini, and then just the 1 spot taken by Ann in the Authentic. So if we're not going to get anything done on the 3 full size, which I thought Maybe. I mean, I'm down to 60. Last ditch effort to get this last one in. Last break of the night, I guess. Last ditched effort on these last three spots. Lions to Dan. Chad gets the Jags. Just need a closer. Un más, por favor. We're trying. Mini Jordan love for you, John. Still need one. John goes Bengals for the close. We're good. Thank you, guys. Man, that was like pulling teeth. For the inaugural, the web shot, 3 full size BOGO. It's done. Bengals is good. All right, we have it. If you guys want to send on over, these were all good. Looking for Dan, Chad, and Chop. Chad, I got you on the Jags. Dan, obviously a 20% tax for your Cowboy fandom. You go ahead and send over 72, sir. Chop, I got you on the Bengals. And Chop, I already got you. I said Dan, I'm waiting on. Sorry. No, you're good, Dan. No worries. I see you just paid the no. You didn't put the 20% tariff the cowboy tariff on there. But I'll let you go this one time. This uno tiempo. I'll let you go. All right, let's get into it, guys. 3 full size from the website. Players, claim teams, unclaimed to the randomizer. Seven times. Here we go. Rosters read as follows. I have Ted P with the Dolphins, Titans, J.A., J.O. Vikings, Giants, Johnny 5, Patriots, Cardinals, Josh G. Eagles fan extraordinaire, Steelers, Browns, Tractor Man, Bills, Saints, Brian G, Cowboys, Commanders, ANC, Broncos, Chiefs, Witt, Niners, Rams, Jonathan P, Colts, Falcons, Zach B, Texans, Bears, David H, Packers, Bucks, Brandon C, Raiders, Eagles, Timo, Chargers, Panthers, Dan C, Lions, Seahawks, Duval's Finest, Jags, Jets, and John C. Chop is Bengals, Ravens. Let's go get 3 of the 30. I'm just having to get any reps in. What the hell is that all about? Top 3 after 7. After 7, I have 9, 13, and 10 in that order. 9, 13, 10. 9, 13, 10. I'm on camera. I'm going to get them. 9, 13, 10. Our trade pieces are Brian Thomas and Michael Irvin. Those are really solid trades, I would think, for the reps. I mean, when I was leaving, I was getting, I think I had, what's his name, a few times in a row. Ricky Williams. 9, 13, or not Ricky Williams, it was Tyreek. I think Irvin and Brian Thomas are actually pretty solid. And 10. So we're going to run them in that order. If you're here with us, you'll have the opportunity to do some trades. I have 9, 13, 10. 9. 13, and then 10. Is that correct now? Yes. 9, 13, 10. We're doing 3 full-size reps off the website. Good luck, everybody. Box number 9 sets this off. To it for Wayne and Popeye. John C. coming in second place in a beauty contest out of those 3 somehow, some way. You tell me. How and why is that happening, John? Are we still doing the gold thing? Is that still a thing? I don't even know. I don't really care. Here it is out of this here bag for the Cincinnati Bengals with a visor. That is, what's his name? Their running back. Sydney's brother. What's his name? Chase Brown, right? Is that it? Chase Brown, Bengals. Bengals going to Chop. Closer karma to you, my friend Chop. It is Chase Brown, Michael Irvin, or Brian Thomas Jr. Chop, I done did it for Popeye and Wayne. BS helmet. There's a BS helmet thing still? Or is that a real thing, or you're kidding, I think? Oh, there is a BS. I didn't even know. See, that's the shit I don't even know. Chase Brown is a keep for Chop. The other Brown, as he's known in the Brown household. Sydney, obviously, being the juggernaut there. Chase Brown, speed to chop. We move on to box 13. For the Chicago Bears, in a slate, or on a slate, if not in it, wideout Rome Odunze. Rome Odunze slate Bears. Bears going to Zach B. Man, took me a couple minutes to find him there. Not minutes, but too long anyway. Zach B. Texans, Bears. Zach, if you're out there, Roma Dunze slate, Irvin speed, or Brian Thomas Jr. speed. The choice is yours. Is that why nobody's doing reps? They're waiting for them to put that in there? Is that maybe a thing? When did they announce that? Was that this week? I did not hear any of that. But however, Adunze, Zach, I don't see you here. Usually you chime in at some point. Zach, if not, Adunze will go to you. Rome Adunze slate to Zach. And I have box 10 here in the front of me. Good luck. So I guess we are doing the cute gold bag still. To answer my question to myself, for myself, here it is. A gold box or bag thing means we have an upcoming hit. This thing has been floating around for years, it seems. For the Indianapolis Colts on a lunar eclipse, that is the sheriff, Mr. Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning lunar eclipse. Colts. Claimed by Jonathan P. That one was a long time coming. That Peyton Manning. Manning, Colts, Jonathan P. I'm just going to write you in for it. Nice hit. Jonathan P. Peyton Manning, Roma Dunze, Chase Brown. The 3 reps there. Man, I can't do this shit with my arm. It's really pissing me off. Beautiful lid. Peyton Manning. That's a keep for Jonathan. Outstanding, sir. Well played by you. Wraps up the 3 full-size rep. I'm going to stay on for another 10 minutes, 7:50-ish or so. See if we can't get past a little halfway home on the 6 mini. We are halfway home as we speak. That would be the last gasp hope of that. I'm not trying to be that way. My arm's killing me. I didn't take medicine. Should have. That's on me. It's not going to hurt my feelings to get out of here. Won't see you for a minute. Hey, thank you, Tyson. Appreciate you. It'll be a minute before I get back. But yeah, thank you, Tyson. I'm not gonna put up another rep. No, I'm not running singles like they do. It's just not what I want to do. I'll let the day guys do that or Riblet whenever he wants to do it. And I don't want to put up a three because if I put up a three, then he's gonna get mad at me if it carries over. And if anybody knows anything, you don't want the Riblet mad at you for sure. So I'm gonna pass on doing that. All right, Tractor. See you later, homie. Be well, sir. Like I said, I didn't plan on being here tonight. Just kind of filled in, not last minute, but they couldn't find anybody else to do it, so they came back to my sorry self and asked if I could help out. And of course, I I did. I like being here. So despite my crabby ass attitude tonight, maybe um, I wasn't trying to be. It probably came off that way, but it's not what I was trying to be. Like I do have concerns about those custom painted helmets. Um, if that came across not the best, then I don't know. Hey, Sweeney, how's it going? I would chop if it got closer, man. Just halfway homes. That's a lot to get to the chat. I don't want to be discounting 8 spots. I mean, if we got down to a few, 2 to 3, maybe, I would do it. But excuse me. Good to hear, Sweeney. Good to hear. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it tonight. I appreciate the efforts of all of you that are here hanging out and whatever. But yeah, slow night, 4th of July weekend. A lot of people probably cashed out, whatever. Not cashed as in money, but cashed out as in being able to effort. Um, but yeah, I'm glad I got to jump in for a little bit before I go on another leave. But guys, in the meanwhile, always take care of yourselves, live, laugh, love, all that fun stuff we always talk about. Um, yeah, just be well, guys. That's all I can tell you. I'll be back hopefully within a month. If I'm ever back, who knows? But we'll see you guys soon. Be well. Take care. Go birds. Peace and hair grease.